Hey guys, so welcome back to Green Water Fish, and today I thought that I want to do a update video of my tanks and my fish. So first of all, for this 10-gallon planted tank, as you can see here, it's going pretty well. I still have pretty much the same setup, but I did make a couple of changes. For example, I combined a couple of plants from my 4-gallon bubble bowl as I posted a while ago. I just figured that it's easier to maintain a tank with a better filtration and better setup in general. So I moved 2 corridors to this tank, and also 3 neon tetra here as well, because this tank is very heavily planted and also have only 8 penguin tetra here, so the bioload is not that big, and because of it's already a established tank and heavily planted, so this shouldn't be an issue. Although I do prefer to put my corridors in a bigger tank, but this is just a temporary solution as I set up another tank. I also moved the 2 bronze crypt in here, as you can see on the left and right corners. And an interesting update though, I posted something on a forum called planettank.net because I wanted to get some floating plants for my Goldfish Pond, and I have a lot of Java moss with me, so I just wanted to trade something. And there's one guy on the forum who's really nice. He sent me a private message and was like, "Oh, I live around here and I can give you some floating plants, but I don't need any of your moss." So that's how we met up, and he's super nice. He gave me some stargrass, he gave me dwarf water lettuce, red root floaters, and also some water sprites. And I felt really bad because he gave me so much stuff, and he didn't want any of my stuff. So I took a picture of my tank and asked him if he wants anything from my tank, and he wanted the crypt balancé. So we met up again. I gave him some of my crypts, and he gave me some more plants as well. The stargrass here, he gave me. He also gave me this crawling plant. He also gave me some more bronze crypt, which I already have, but these are little ones, so it works perfectly for my front decor. There's more stargrass in behind that he gave me, and some more Rotella inui that he gave me as well. Maybe this is a better angle, I can show you guys here. So both of these he gave me as well. I used to have the other crypt balancé at that corner over there in the back, kind of symmetrical to where this is, but now it looks very different, and I think it looks better. It looks fuller too. I guess I just like having a lighter green here and a darker green contrast with a little bit of red in the middle. I always felt that this part is a little bit empty, so this is perfect. And I'm hoping that the inui will grow taller, and with perfect lighting condition, the top tip will turn brownish reddish, so it will look really nice. So I'm pretty happy about this setup. And in here, this is my 40-gallon breeder tank. I think I used to have at least half of my goldfish here. Recently I got a pond, or a top stock tank, for those of you who watched my previous video. So I moved most of them into my stock tank, and I left 2, or moved 2 into this tank. The smaller one is a Ryukin. She's the mother of this bigger guy here. He is a hybrid of Oranda and Ryukin, and I believe he is, let me think, he was born in June, so he is about 9 months old right now. So I leave these 2 guys here. As I said, this is a 40-gallon breeder tank. I don't want to put too many fish in here, so 2 will be plenty. I could put a 3rd one here, but I don't want to because I think it looks better with red and white in this tank. I do have a brown/black Ryukin baby that that I raised by myself as well. She did not look that dark or black in glass aquarium for the longest time. And as soon as I switched that Ryukin into the pond, she immediately turned super black, so I was pretty happy about it. So I don't want to move her back into the glass aquarium because I want her to retain that color, the deep dark color. And I thought the tank looked a little empty with just 2 fish, although I do intend to keep the bio load low. I did put this fake plant here. This is actually a gift from one of my friends. I usually don't put fake plants in a tank because I just prefer a natural habitat for fish. Because if I want to put plants, I will want to do gravel and then do real planting there. But for just 2 fish and bare bottom tank, it's no big deal. Plus this tank looked pretty. I really like the coloration of this blue and purple. Plus there's a lot of air bubbles today because I just did a water change today, so it looks extra snowy. Looks pretty good. Everything else is basically the same. I have an Aqua Clear 70 filter here, and for lighting I just do a very ghetto setup. I just have this light stand. I just plug in a 10 watts CFL light bulb in there, 6500K. So that's the natural daylight color that I really like for either plant growth or showing off the fish color. So yeah, that's the update for this 40-gallon breeder tank. Okay, moving on to the 4-gallon bubble boat tank. So this used to be a planted tank, as any of you guys have seen my prior video. But I recently took it apart because it was so hard to maintain. It was a little too small for the setup, I realized, so I just wanted to convert to something that's easier to maintain. And I acquired this beta from PetSmart. But I think he looks super pretty. Sorry about the reflection, but he is very pretty. But yeah, he's doing very well in the setup. There's moss that I tie onto driftwood, some gravel on the bottom, and I am putting a lot of floaters in here. The same floaters that I got from the guy that I met from planettank.net. So there's dwarf water lettuce right here, and red root floaters for the rest of them. So it looks pretty neat. I really like the root coloration and the texture in the tank. So yeah, this tank is pretty easy to maintain. I don't even have to put a filter in here, but I've been following the water quality pretty closely. I just do 50% water changes weekly, and it's been going pretty smoothly, and I think he's doing very well. I only feed him a few pellets or a few flakes a day, so, and occasionally when I feed my goldfish bloodworms, I would just throw in a few for him, so he really liked it as well. And this is just a huge blob of Java moss that I was putting to tray for any other plants that I wanted. This is super easy to maintain. Again, I just change water, like 50% water changes for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I don't even put in water conditioner. I don't even care about the temperature. It just grows super fast. And last but not least, the Goldfish Pond. As you can see here, I have 5 fish in here for maybe 100 gallon. So I have a Oranda, red Oranda, a red and white Oranda, JCO, a calico Ryukin, a black/brown Ryukin that I breed myself, and I have this new guy, or new girl, that I picked up from a local fish store. A pure white Oranda. She is so tiny compared to the rest of the group. I also have some floating plants, water sprites, red root floaters here for the fish to nibble on, 2 sponge filters with media bags on top of it. I did attempt to grow some plants in a planter inside. I don't know how it's going, but we'll see. The goldfish did pull up majority of the plants. They were just basically floating up here right now, but we'll see how it goes. And I do have an automatic feeder right here. I do manual feeding in the morning and at night, and the automatic feeder will give the fish 1 more feed during the day. So that's pretty much it for this pond. Some updates about the gel food that I made. So I actually put the food in a freezer bag and I leave it in the freezer after I cut it up. And I think it's just better for the freshness of the food. It'll last for a while. And it's pretty easy to feed the fish as well. So as you can see here, it's pretty easy to feed them. The food will initially float on the water because it has ice in it, but as soon as it defrosts, it will sink right into the bottom of the tank. I usually just put 2 to 3 blocks each time for them to feed on. You can see all the green and red and bits of food pieces in there. Pretty organic, don't you think? Alright, so this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe and feel free to share this video with your family and friends. Let me know what you guys are interested in seeing for the next one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!